This is the Eastern Canadian Regionals for Quidditch Canada. Quidditch is a full contact co-ed sport based on the sport from the same name from the Harry Potter series. Other people sort of compare it to things like rugby, but it's a sport that's really cool because you can get people from all different sport backgrounds and you can find something that's really good for you. So if you come from rugby, you're good at doing contact. If you come from baseball or softball, you're good at throwing. So it's a really great sport for university students because you can come in not being a varsity athlete and still be able to compete in something at a really competitive level.
We're doing more things to try and make it more safe. There's rules in place that you aren't allowed to tackle from behind, that you aren't allowed to use too much force, but there are still a lot of injuries. I think it's because it's not always people who are trained for contact sports playing. We have a very wide array of people playing. And so with that, we get some people who aren't as used to taking hits. We get very large guys hitting much smaller people. The opposite. There's the hoops as well, just people will sometimes land on. So it's a bit of an injury-prone sport. One of the rules is that when you're tackling, you're only allowed to use one arm to tackle. You cannot wrap with two arms. And that's a bit controversial in the community of Quidditch because some people feel that having two arms to tackle would lead to safer and more control while tackling, while others feel it would lead to sort of bigger hits and bigger tackling and more injuries.
This is my 5th season. I got into it because I was a big Harry Potter fan and I saw it at the clubs table in my freshman year and I thought it looked really cool. I stayed in it, first of all, because it's a really fun way to stay active. Second of all, because my teammates are awesome and I like hanging out with them. And then third, I really like that it's something that you can come into with a bunch of different sport backgrounds or no sport background at all, and it's not a really steep learning curve.